week, HughZ tells us how he got his start in the industry and quickly became one of the world's most respected Smite casters. And I finally put my phone down for long enough to tell you all about my favourite smartphone games, the ones that make my thumbs ache. This is Player Attack. Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen, and this week we're still a little bit stunned by the latest announcement from Bethesda, which came in the middle of an otherwise unsuspecting Nintendo Direct.
id Software, the studio that pioneered the genre, is bringing the critically acclaimed Doom to your TV and anywhere you want to be. Slay hordes of demons with devastating guns in single player and crush your friends in online multiplayer when Doom tears onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Machine Games' Wolfenstein 2 sends you on a mission to liberate a Nazi-controlled America. Only you have the guts, guns, and gumption to spark the Second American Revolution. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus launches on Nintendo Switch in 2018.
Yeah, it turns out that is what Pete Hines was talking about when he said the studio had one more unannounced game due out this year. Doom and Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus are both headed to Nintendo's newest console, and nobody seems quite sure what to make of it. Firstly, Bethesda has addressed the obvious question. The Switch version of Doom is not a one-to-one comparison to the game on PS4, Xbox One or PC. Instead, it's being custom built for the new hardware, aiming to deliver a comparable experience, along with the amazing Doom look and feel that gamers have come to expect. We don't have long to wait for that one either. Doom is due to hit Nintendo Switch by Christmas. And sticking with Nintendo for a moment, it looks like there are plenty of potential gamers who will be waking up to find Doom lurking under the Christmas tree. The latest figures from the US reveal that the Switch hardware has been the best-selling console for 4 of the 6 months it's been on sale. Only the PlayStation 4 sold better, and even then only in May and June. That said, the numbers are nicer for Sony if you pull back a bit, with the PS4 sitting pretty as the best-selling console in the United States year to date, while both the Xbox One and older generation consoles experienced a decline in sales. If your tastes run even older than that, there is some good news. Due to incredible demand, Nintendo has promised the retro-inspired mini NES Classic Edition console will return to shelves in 2018, while stocks for this year's mini SNES console are being increased. And because we just can't get enough of Nintendo this week, here's a little something that was found inside the Switch firmware. Data miners claim to have discovered an entire game tucked away inside the console, an emulated version of the 1984 NES release, Golf. More than just a simple port, this new version of Golf seems to also feature motion controls using the Joy-Con, but don't get too excited. Researcher Yellow Sate describes the methods used to access the game as unofficial, which might mean root system access, a hardware or software hack, or perhaps another exploit. For what it's worth, Nintendo's keeping pretty quiet on the topic. In quick news, here's a bit of trivia from Obsidian. Nearly 10 years after the fact, the developer has revealed that Fallout New Vegas was originally pitched as Fallout Sin City, and there were once 3 playable races in the game. You were given the choice to play as a human, a ghoul, or a super mutant, and each one would have used weapons and armour differently. Unfortunately, Bethesda decided that would be, in the words of Obsidian CEO Fergus Urquhart, a nightmare, so the plan was scrapped. And speaking of scrapped, the inevitable has finally occurred. Hero shooter Battleborn has officially been put to sleep. Technically, Gearbox has put the game into maintenance mode, meaning that there will be no new content once the upcoming update is complete, and the majority of the dev team will be moved on to other projects. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Battleborn is still free to try on Steam, and if you like it, you can pay to upgrade to the full version, but be warned, what you see is pretty much what you'll get forever. Another game that's not doing all that well? Lawbreakers, the new one from Cliff Bleszinski. The game, much like Battleborn, was hyped to be the next big thing, the hero shooter that would grab everybody's attention, an Overwatch killer. But instead, just 1 month after launch, the game had less than 500 players online at peak times, and now 2 weeks after that, less than 50. Bleszinski and his team at Boss Key are still working on new content for the game, but at this stage it doesn't look like anyone's going to stick around long enough to play it. And yes, in case you were wondering, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds may well have something to do with that. The Battle Royale has finally, inevitably, amazingly overtaken the all-time record for peak concurrent gamers on Steam, with more than 1.3 million fans logged in at one time. Previous record holder, Dota 2, reached its lifetime peak of 1,291,328 players back in March 2016. Battlegrounds just keeps growing and growing, and remember, this is a game that's still in early access and hasn't been officially released yet. And some good news to end on. Blizzard has released a brand new World of Warcraft companion, an artful fox named Shadow. The big-eared creature, who can change colour from purple to yellow at will, is available for adoption right now, and between now and December 31, 2017, 100% of the adoption fee will be donated to charity in the wake of the recent natural disasters that have hit our planet. The money will be split equally between the American Red Cross Disaster Relief and the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Society's Disaster Relief Fund, making sure that the benefit is felt by people both in the US and around the world. From an in-game perspective, once activated, Shadow will be applied to all present and future characters on a single Blizzard account, appearing in each character's pet and mount journal.
We wanted to extend our deepest thanks to everyone for making this possible. Thank you, Humble customers, for your generous contributions. Together, the Humble Bundle community has made a huge positive impact on the world.
If nothing else, that should make you feel better about all those games you've bought and never played. For more information on any of these stories, or to keep up to date with the latest gaming news, head to playerattack.com. But for now, stick around, we've got plenty more still to come.